Hello everyone, and welcome back to It's Funny to Tears. Today, we're diving into a universally relatable moment of pure, unadulterated panic. The spilled drink. You know the scene. You're at a party, a coffee shop, or even just chilling on your own couch. You're holding a full cup of something delicious. Coffee, soda, maybe a fancy juice. You feel confident. You feel in control. And then, in a split second, chaos erupts. It's like time slows down, doesn't it? You see the cup start to tip, a gentle, almost graceful arc towards disaster. Your brain screams, no, but your body just can't react fast enough. It's like watching a movie in slow motion, where you are both the star and the unfortunate victim. The liquid defies gravity for a millisecond, hanging in the air, a beautiful, shimmering blob of impending doom. And then, splat, it hits the floor, the table, your friend's brand new white sneakers. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by the collective gasp of everyone who witnessed your moment of catastrophic clumsiness. Let's break down the different types of spills because believe me, they are not all created equal. First, you have the stealth spill. This is the one you don't even notice at first. A tiny dribble of coffee runs down the side of your mug and forms a secret brown puddle on the coaster, which you then lift up, smearing it all over a pristine white tablecloth. You only realize your crime when you see the evidence spreading like a guilty secret. The worst part is trying to act casual, dabbing at it with a napkin while hoping nobody notices you've just redecorated their furniture with a coffee stain. Then there's the explosive spill. This one usually involves a carbonated beverage. You're opening a can of soda that's been shaken up on the car ride home. You pop the tab, and it's not just a hiss, it's a volcanic eruption. A geyser of sticky sweetness shoots up, showering you the ceiling, and anyone within a 5-foot radius. You're left standing there, drenched and sticky, with a half-empty can, and a whole lot of regret. Everyone looks at you like you just set off a firework indoors. It's a real crowd pleaser, just not for you. Of course, we can't forget the domino effect spill. This is a masterpiece of misfortune. You knock over your water glass, which then slides into your plate, sending a rogue meatball flying. The meatball lands in your friend's lap, causing them to jump up in surprise, knocking over their own glass of red wine onto the light-colored carpet. It's a chain reaction of disaster, a beautiful symphony of spills. By the end, the entire table looks like a modern art installation titled Gravity's Revenge. You just sit there, the original architect of the chaos, wondering how one small movement could lead to such widespread destruction. And the reactions are just as varied as the spills themselves. You have the over-apologizer. This person could spill a single drop of water and they'd act like they've just flooded the entire building. They're on their knees with a fistful of napkins, apologizing profusely to everyone, including the furniture. I'm so sorry. Is the table okay? Do you need a new table? I'll buy you a new house. It's both endearing and slightly overwhelming. Then there's the cool cucumber. This person spills an entire grande latte on their laptop and barely flinches. They just calmly grab a towel, say oops, and start wiping it down as if they're cleaning a minor smudge. You're watching in horror, your own heart pounding for their expensive electronics, but they're just completely unfazed. They have achieved a level of zen that the rest of us can only dream of. Are they a superhero? A robot? We may never know. And let's be honest, the location of the spill is critical. Spilling water on a tiled kitchen floor. No big deal. That's a 2 on the disaster scale. Spilling that same water on your laptop keyboard. That's a 10. It's an immediate code red, all hands on deck emergency. You're flipping it upside down, shaking it, frantically Googling how to save a laptop from water damage, while whispering prayers to the tech gods. Spilling on yourself is a whole other category. A little coffee on your dark jeans, you can get away with it, but a huge splash of orange soda on a light grey hoodie right before a big meeting. Your day is basically over. You spend the rest of the time trying to strategically hide the stain with a folder or by crossing your arms in a way that looks totally natural and not at all like you're covering up a giant orange Rorschach test on your chest. My personal favorite memory involves a wedding. I was a groomsman, looking sharp in a rented tux. The reception is in full swing, and I'm feeling great. I grab a glass of punch, a very, very red punch. As I turn to talk to someone, my elbow connects with a passing waiter's tray. But it wasn't the waiter's tray that went flying. It was my own glass. That bright red punch went airborne, creating a perfect, beautiful arc before landing directly on the bride's pristine, white, incredibly expensive wedding dress. The music stopped. The dancing stopped. Every single eye in that room turned to me, and then to the giant, blossoming red stain on the bride's gown. The bride looked down at her dress, then up at me, and her expression was something I will never, ever forget. It was a mixture of shock, horror, and a terrifyingly calm fury. I think my soul actually left my body for a few seconds. For the rest of the night I was known as the guy who tie-dyed the bride. I tried to hide in the corner, but it was no use. People would point and whisper. It's been 10 years and I still get nervous around red-colored drinks. But you know what? As embarrassing and frustrating as these moments are, they're also incredibly human. They connect us. The next time you see someone spill their drink, instead of just staring, give them a little nod of solidarity. Offer them a napkin. Share a laugh about it. Because we've all been there. We've all been the star of our own slow-motion disaster movie. Spills are just life's way of reminding us not to take ourselves too seriously and to maybe invest in a good lid. What's the most epic spill you've ever witnessed or caused? I want to hear all about it. Drop your stories in the comments below. Because misery and clumsiness loves company. Let's create a hall of fame for the greatest spills of all time. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today on It's Funny to Tears. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. We'll see you in the next one. Stay clumsy, my friends.